This week's topic has to do with self-sabotage and negative self-talk. A lot of us experience that here and there, every once in a while, a negative thought will get lodged into our brains and it becomes all-encompassing. It's all we can think about, and it becomes the ultimate truth, whether or not it is actually true. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough. I always screw up. I'll never be able to reach my goal. Any of these ultimate, all-consuming thoughts that sometimes can send us into a complete spiral. One negative thought just builds on it, on another one, on another one, on another one. When that comes up, one of the things that can help us to pull back out of that is to have some sort of anchor in our minds and in our day. And for some of us, that needs to be something that is instituted in a split second. So one way that we can do this is what I call 5 truths and a lie. When we have that negative thought, we'll take, for example, I'm not good enough. Take that thought and put up your hand. And this can be done privately down by your side as well. But for the sake of explaining this, let's put it up so you can see it. So we're going to take our hand and we're going to strangle the negative thought that we have that says, I'm not good enough. Once we've taken that thought and strangled it by the throat, a little violent here, then we're going to go through and list out 5 other truths that could also be true. So for example, instead of no one's ever going to join my team, I'm not good enough, we could say, I've sold more volume than anyone else in my market. I could say, I hold trainings in my market center that new and experienced agents flock to. People like to hear from me. I could say, the previous agents that I hired may not have worked out, but I learned from those hiring experiences, and now I'm better equipped to hire a new person. I could say, I can find ideal agents through the connections that I've made in my industry. And I might be able to say as well, I've made massive strides in growing my operations team to support having high talented people on my team. So instead of the one lie or the one potential truth, which probably isn't true, that I'm not good enough to bring on a massive or successful team, we now have 5 other things that can be true. The physical act of grabbing your wrist and working through this on your hand, which again can be done quietly down by your side, it doesn't have to be this big showy offy thing, will also bring you back to the here and now and force you to sit in what is the possibility, what is the potential that we're ignoring when we're sitting in the absolute of I am never, I am always blank. So the next time you have one of these spiraling thoughts that just seems to be completely all-encompassing and just totally eats up your lunch, pause for a second and ask yourself, what else could be true? Strangle the negative thought. Take the time to go through and force yourself to say 5 other things that could also be true. They don't have to be fluff. They don't have to be fake. There is 5 truths that you can say about the thought that combats the negativity. So take a second, see if that helps to anchor you back to a more productive mindset the next time you start to spiral out.